This is Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Shade 45.
Wake your fuck ass up.
Sway the morning, Shade 45. Man, I'm just looking at my buddy's career. And it's amazing sometimes when you start off your career, have to be, as you know, none of us anticipated being where we are today.
Right.
But when you're just talented, sometimes your talent leads you in different directions. And the first time I really got to know our next guest, Mr. Mark McGrath, was through a friend of mine named DJ Homicide. And DJ Homicide used to roll out with the Alcoholics, and he was a pillar in the DJ community and the hip hop scene, and we worked for a station in Los Angeles together. And he was the first of us hip hop enthusiasts and purists to really step outside of the box and take his talents elsewhere as a producer, as a beat programmer. And he told us about this group Sugar Ray, right? And we was like, well, what kind of group is this? Is it like PE? Is it like Tribe Called Quest? I mean, what are they doing? He's like, nah, man.
Nah, not like them.
Not like them. And I was like, well, what are you doing with them? Man, I'm making beats and stuff and DJing for them. And I said, all right, come up on the show. King Tech invited him to the show, and he started playing their music, and we actually liked it. And we was like, this is different. And we watched him go from being local to becoming internationally known. And we would go out in the streets, and people from different walks of life would approach him because of his affiliation with this group. And so that kind of sparked a fire in us. Man, I don't want to stay in this box. So it made it easier for someone like me to go to MTV and kind of reap the same accolades in a similar way. And if it wasn't for our guest today, Mark McGrath, maybe I might not have made that decision and be here today on Shade 45. But welcome to the show, Mark.
Wow. Sway. I can't hear those kind of accolades coming from you. That might be the nicest intro I've ever received in my life. Not deserved at all, dude, because you are just straight talented. We've known that forever. You were taking you here, nobody else. You know that. But I sure appreciate the kind words. And DJ Homicide, thinking outside the box. You know, that guy was a Depeche Mode fan when he was in high school.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, yeah.
But he still loved, Rock Him and all the good stuff. So his sort of open mind to music and his career in general is why he's still, selling out clubs around the world as a DJ.
Selling out.
I can't even call him anymore. He won't put me on the line anymore.
Damn, is he dissing you, Mark? Homicide is dissing you?
He's the greatest. And he turned into a songwriter, too. He helped us craft some of the songs. So I think just, with music in general, those 12 notes, okay? It's how you rap and whether it's hip-hop, heavy metal, whatever you're doing, there's only 12 notes. So I think opening up your mind helps you in whatever genre you want, whatever lane you want to stay in.
Yeah, right. You Homicide and you went to high school together?
No, I actually hooked up with Homicide through the Buzztone folks. Remember Buzztone?
I remember Buzztone.
Soul Assassins with House of Pain and Funk Dubious and all that good stuff. And he was kind of running with them, hanging with the Alcoholics, doing all these things. And we heard about him, and we were looking for a DJ to kind of expand our sound. And we got signed to Atlantic Records in '94. Homicide was sleeping on a couch in Glendale.
That's what he said.
All right, we go, dude, we got a house for you, man. Come on in, let's see if this works. And 15 years later, 10 million records around the world. It worked.
Did he just stun on us?
All over the place. 10 million.
10 million.
Listen, you got Troy Ave in here. I got to do something. That guy's amazing. I got to do something.
Troy ready to fight too. So I'm just letting you know.
On his own.
Ready? Don't say nothing. He ain't gonna tell you. Put in a record though. Now, Mark, what happened with Sugar Ray? Like, it just stopped, it seemed like, or did it just stop appealing? What happened?
Yeah, it just organically stopped. Music kind of cycles itself. I like to say all of us kind of, we swung for the fences. We wanted to be the Aerosmiths. We wanted to be the Run DMCs. We wanted to be the Eagles, the bands that have legs. Not everybody can do it. But selling a few records, having a few hits, I was fine with. So a couple years ago, some of the guys kind of fell out. Or like, I don't love it anymore. I don't want to do this. Homicide said, listen, man, there's 5 guys here. We're splitting in 5 ways. I make more money in a weekend in Vegas DJing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he went off and did his thing. And it's all love between everybody. It's just, you have to have a real love for performing and doing this. Heather, you know what I'm talking about. And it's something you can't take me off stage. I mean, I'll be at a Denny's at the Blue Plate Special when I'm 75 singing Fly 3 times in 20 minutes. Believe that. So it's just something I love doing. So yeah, unfortunately, guys drop off. I mean, we're sort of in that fourth phase, the behind the music, that depressing phase. And then their hair went gray. And there was money issues.
Right.
And the veneers were coming. And the propecia and all that good
stuff. And then Mark fucked somebody's wife. That'd be next, right?
So you read the court documents.
Did that happen?
Nah, I don't get down like that.
Oh, okay, I'm joking, Mark. All right, we're going to play Fly and take it. Let's take them back and then bring them forward. You want to talk with Mark McGrath, 888-742-3345. Here's Fly.
Super Cat.
Sway in the morning.
All around the world, statues crumble for me. Who knows how long I've loved you? Imagine.
Super Cat.
You like that?
So good to me.
Mark, you feel it. You want to sing, man. We live on the air. Go for it.
Let it go, Sway. You let it go. You feeling something? Heather, you feeling it? Just wanna fly. Still singing off key. And shout out to Super Cat, who blessed us with this track, know. And it was such a dream come true. When we were making the record with David Kahn, super producer David Kahn, he was an A&R guy at Columbia Records, and he actually signed Cat to the label. Yeah. And then we were making Fly, and I'm like, God, this needs like some dance hall artists. You probably don't know anybody, but like a Super Cat. And he stopped me mid-sentence and went, did you say Cat? Oh yeah, Super Cat. He goes, I signed him to Columbia. I'll call him right now. Literally called him right now, got him on the phone, sent him the track. 2 days later, Super Cat flew out to LA and did the track with us. And that song is nothing without Super Cat being on it.
Wow.
So thank you so much to Super Cat. The Dandada.
The Dandada.
Apache. Wild Apache himself.
Now, what's interesting about you, I've seen you as a rock star, pop star, as a host, as an actor. I mean, you've done a lot in your career. Which one for you was more profitable?
It's funny. You get that TV look, it's a wrap. You know what I mean? When I hosted Extra, I made more money in those 4 years than I've still made my entire music career.
What?
I made some nice dough. And so, TV, everybody listening, Troy Ave, everybody, get that TV shot. Host something. Sway,
Yeah.
Sway,
And it only helps.
I don't like to expose.
So you're going to expose me?
Yeah,
Come on,
exactly.
Sway.
You'll talk about
But no, the TV look is great because it helps your career. It keeps you around. And, I'm like that cockroach with blonde highlights. I just won't go away. You know what I'm saying? It's like that dude again. I saw Sway look at the list today and go, all right, Troy Ave, cool. Mark McGrath, what?
No,
Mark McGrath, what is this, 99?
I greenlit it. I was like, yo, Mark gotta come here.
No, it makes better fun of me than me. But it keeps you around. In the acting thing, the hosting thing, I've just been able to maintain and stay around. I've been in the entertainment business for 20 years. So, I mean, I'll message everybody, Heather, just listen to the opportunities out there. You can maintain your integrity and still try different fields and stay around. And that's why I'm here, talking to you, Sway.
Sharknado 3.
I don't want to brag, but yeah, Sharknado 3.
You're going for the Oscar on this one, huh?
Someone's going to be busy award season, so I'm just this guy. And then Joe Dirt 2 is coming out.
Joe Dirt 2. Now, DB's a big Joe Dirt fan because he's our movie junkie.
I actually saw the movie, by the way.
What'd you think?
Pretty good.
That's a no good.
Was awesome.
That's a no good.
No. It was definitely Joe. I like Sharknado, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really have to choose between the two. Sharknado, because you have so many people in the movie, and it's like, it's not even famous people, it's people that like are really taking it serious, you know what I mean? Like not huge actors, because I heard that they're turning away all these big names and they're really going after people who want to be a part of the movie.
That's the funny thing, they're actually turning down actors to be in Sharknado because people are lobbying to get in it because it's such a juggernaut, it's a social media phenomenon. But to be clear, Ian Ziering, who's our faithful leader, he's our John McClane in Die Hard.
Yeah.
He's such a great actor, and it makes everybody else fall in. He takes the character so earnestly. I remember the first day I was filming Sharknado, I knocked on his trailer to say hello, as one is wont to do, correct?
Yeah.
I was about to knock on the trailer, and I hear this coming from the trailer. And I look at a production assistant, and this guy's probably doing stand-up comedy right now. I looked at him, and I go, and I pointed at the door, and he goes, I think he's getting into character. And I went, whoa, It's like that? Like Ian takes it so seriously that it trickles down to everybody else. So there's no winking at the camera. It's a movie that doesn't know it can't. And that's what makes it so good. And the fun cameos. You can see Chris Jericho. You're going to see Mark Cuban's president this time. So it's a lot of fun. It's fun to be a part of. They're going to ask you, Sway, next. Heather, everybody's. This whole show is going to be in next year.
Can you talk to somebody, Mark?
You're in, Sway. You kidding me?
Sharknado 4.
You just put it out there. It's in the energy. You'll be in a Sharknado 4. It's coming to Seattle, I think.
I think, you know what? I see we're going to be in Sharknado 4. Be on the lookout for that.
No doubt.
All right? I see that happening. Tracy?
Mark, because you wear so many hats and you have like the freaking grandest energy ever, I'm wondering, have you ever had a huge embarrassing moment that you had to just spring back from in public? On the job?
A ton. The 90s were embarrassing to me. I've done a lot of stupid things. And, I have a job where you show up to work and they have 3 cases of beer and 2 bottles of booze.
Oh.
And, me being the hospital guy, I made sure I was friendly and didn't want them to feel disrespected. So I've done plenty of stupid things. But probably the worst is when I actually, boy, this is gross. I don't know how to say this. I sharted in my pants opening for Kiss in 96.
No!
Honest to God. Opening for Kiss, our first arena show. I mean, it's Kiss. We're in a Seattle arena. I drank a lot of water all day because I was totally, my throat was dry. And I, when you leak one out a little, you lift the cheek, you think you're clean.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry.
Leak one
Yes,
out a
we're all
little.
people here. We're
Yeah,
on the
we're
nest.
family.
And so I won't get this out. And I'm on stage. It's first song. And I went, oh no. And we had 45 minutes more on stage. So it was the best, worst night of my life at the same opening for Kiss. And of course, we come off stage and Gene and Paul, from Kiss are right there to say hello in full makeup.
Yeah.
I'm like, you don't want to touch me, dude. Let it go. Let it go.
Damn, you sharted.
Sharted.
Mark
I sharted.
McGrath sharted on stage.
Sharknado.
TV guy.
All right, well, you brought up the 90s, and we came up with a game for you, Mark.
Okay.
Based around the 90s, and it's called...
That's right. It's Test Your 90s Trivia.
Nice
It's
one.
time to play Who Wants to Be a Citizen?
I want to be a citizen.
Answer all the questions correctly, and you'll be a certified Sway in the Morning approved citizen.
Yeah.
All right.
Sharknado. Still on that.
All right. DB's going to ask you a bunch of questions.
All right.
That's right. Here we go. Question number 1. What was the highest grossing film of the 90s?
I'm going to have to say that was Titanic.
You are correct, sir.
Damn, we got that.
Well done.
Number
Not proud, I know that, but thank you.
Pretty good, man.
Number 2. Which album sold more? Alanis Morissette's Jagged Little Pill or Spice Girls' Spice?
I'm going to say Alanis Morissette's Jagged Little Pill.
You are correct, sir.
Oh, wow. Good for
3-time Rock and Roll Jeopardy champion for a reason, people.
Okay.
Hey.
All right,
90
let's see if you
icon.
know this one. Your urban knowledge. What does FUBU stand for?
For us, by us.
Yeah!
Come on, what do you think I'm here?
All right. Which boy band came first, Backstreet Boys or NSYNC?
Backstreet Boys.
That's
Yeah.
easy. Yeah, that was kind of
okay.
easy, dude. But you would have said New Edition or Backstreet Boys.
What?
That'd be more 80s.
Well, how about New Edition or New Kids on the Block?
New
Sway.
Edition.
That's right, because
Gonna be
Maurice Starr.
started
New Kids on the- I like the way
and
you
he
think.
did the white version. New Kids on the Block was the white version of New Edition.
All right.
All right, last question. Who was the host of MTV Beach House?
Well, there's a few of them, though, right? So I'm going to go with Carson Daly. He was one.
You actually just met him.
Well, I mean, Sway, you were there, but Carson was there, too.
I wasn't the host of the Beach House.
Yeah.
I just did news at the Beach
Ooh,
House.
I party foul when you get your own question wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, dude? Get the facts together.
What is it?
Bill
Bellamy.
Bellamy.
Oh, yo, Bill Bellamy.
Well, you know what?
Strong hint.
We did the Beach House. I will down in Seaside, and Carson was there. So I'll give it to you. Bill was the greatest.
Bill
Can
was
Bill age ever? The guy
Bill
looks
doesn't age.
21 years old.
Yeah, Bill looks great, man.
Yeah, good guy.
We got Mike on the line from Long Island. Mike.
So I'm not a
Mike.
citizen. I'm not a
Mike.
citizen.
Oh, you are
Yeah,
officially. Hold up. Mark McGrath, you are officially a citizen.
Thank you,
Sway in the
man.
morning.
Thank you, guys.
My bad.
Hey, Mike, what up?
Yeah, hello?
Mike, say what up to Mark McGrath.
Mark, I just want to let you know I'm a huge Sugar Ray fan. Big fan sucking the little kid. You guys rock.
Oh, thanks, Mike. Appreciate it, man.
Hey, so what's the Under the Sun tour all about?
Yeah, the Under the Sun tour is basically I got together with a bunch of bands from the 90s, from that great era we love so much, when they used to sell millions of records. They had to come up with a new connotation.
Uh-huh.
Remember the Diamond record?
I remember
10
that.
million sold. And so we go out with a bunch of bands from the 90s, bands like ourselves. This year it's Sugar Ray, Better Than Ezra, Eve 6, and Uncle Cracker. And if you like number one songs of the 90s, come on out. We'll have some fun.
And how many dates are you doing? And
We're doing about 32 dates, and the idea of the tour is to play all the hits.
Okay.
I don't want to hear your new stuff, just like the audience does it. Let's play the hits, people.
Come on.
And we do short sets. We make them quick intermissions, and we have a good time. And so, if you love this music, come out. You have a good time. I promise.
you got a website, people could go online. And see what it's
Absolutely. UnderTheSunTour.com, or you can hit me up on Twitter @Mark_McGrath. I'm happy to answer all your questions.
Now you got a solo EP as well, right?
That's right. You know, one thing you do in a band is you play live and you create music. And we've been doing a lot of playing live, not a lot of writing music. So I've got an EP called Summertime's Coming, which is available on Pledge Music.
Okay, I want to end this conversation with playing something from the EP. Hey man, it is really great
Sway.
to
I
see
love
you,
him.
man.
You're the
Good
best.
luck,
Heather,
man.
you guys,
Come on,
thank you so much.
All
Pleasure.
right. Mark McGrath, man.
Awkward shake. Okay.
We're gonna play.
Look at
we did.
What was that?
Awkward shake moment. All right, here it is. Summertime's coming.
I love Mark
All
McGrath.
right, Sway the morning.
It's Sway in the morning. Only
On Shade 45.